Okay, I'm going to give you two analogies here. We're going to talk about stolen inheritance and how it works. Now, let's say you are worth millions of dollars, okay? You worth a lot of money, or it could be the other way. Let's say your parent is worth a lot of money, okay? So let's say your parent is going to leave you an inheritance because they want to have you set. They want to have you set. Maybe it'll be a stepping stone for you to start your own business or for you to invest in real estate. They want to make sure that you're taken care of, or that you have some type of foundation to get yourself started in life, okay? So they left this inheritance to you. It's worth millions of dollars. It's worth a lot of money. Now, let's say you either didn't know about the inheritance or somehow you weren't able to get the inheritance. So someone else came and claimed the inheritance, portrayed themselves as you, and claimed the inheritance that did not belong to them. They stole your inheritance. So now you're walking around, you're suffering, and you have nothing. And you could have had something, but this other person who stole your inheritance, they're walking around set for life. They have houses, they're being taken care of, they're living a really great life, but you're sitting here, you're suffering. You probably have faced all type of illnesses. You've had a really rough life, a life that you weren't supposed to have because your inheritance was stolen. Now, let's say you're the father of that child whose inheritance was stolen. You know this person does not belong to you. They're not in your family, but they're walking around with your child's inheritance while your child is suffering and they're living a good life. Would you allow that person to get away with the stolen inheritance that they have taken from your child? You know it's not theirs. You did not mean for it to be for them. Would you let them get away with it? And you, as a person who had your inheritance stolen, how would you feel about that? Would you not want justice? This is how it is in the kingdom of darkness. God has already appointed certain things in the Bible for his children to have. He said joy belongs to us. Healing, we're healed by his stripes. He died on the cross. He who died on the cross died so that we can have life and have it more abundantly. We're supposed to have an abundant, fulfilling life. Also, he who was poor became rich that we might become rich. I mean, he who was rich became poor so we might become rich. All these things are allotted to us: happiness, joy, peace, health, favor, wealth, all these things. And he gives all these things freely to those who are his children. When you receive Jesus Christ and accept him as your Lord and Savior, these things automatically become your inheritance. This is something that is supposed to be for you. But see, the children of darkness, these are people who want to walk in their rebellion. They want to live by their flesh, and they don't want to serve God. They have their hearts hardened towards God. They feel with the Antichrist spirit. They hate Jesus Christ. They don't want any parts of him, but yet they want the benefits that belong to his children. So now they're stealing from him. They're stealing from his children. And when they steal from his children, they're stealing. It's like they're stealing from him. When people steal your inheritance, they're stealing directly from God himself. So what do you think is going to happen? What would you do if someone has stolen the inheritance that belonged to your children? You know, you worked hard all your life, you saved up your money, and you gave everything to your children, and someone else took it. Would you allow them to get away with it? Or would you seek justice? What do you think God's going to do when he sees all of this happening, people stealing the inheritance from his children? You don't think that these people will have a price to pay for it? You don't think that there's going to be a place for them to go after this earth is over when God's ready to judge the wicked?